Andre from Jakarta, Indonesia. Andre, Indonesia.
In the house.
What time is it in Indonesia, Andre?
About 12 hours ahead, right?
Hi. Am I on?
Yes,
you are.
live
on. You are live on our show. What time?
Oh,
What time is it in Indonesia?
About 12 hours ahead.
Yeah, it's 12:15 Friday night.
Okay.
I think it's Saturday morning now.
Saturday morning.
Exactly.
Anyway.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Hi, Mr. Bernstein,
Yes.
and you too, Squeeze.
Hey.
I mean, it's funny. I get to know your channel through YouTube, so that's why I've been watching in the last couple of months before I decided to make a call. Anyway, since you're busy, Mr. Bernstein, I have a question. My sister petitioned for me, for
green card.
For the green card, yeah, and it was approved in 2010. My priority date is September 5, 2006. A couple of questions. One is, can you tell me? Can you let me know how long is the wait from now?
They're up to June 22nd, 2004. Assuming the laws don't change, you probably have about 3 more years of waiting.
Oh, I see. Great. Now, the second question is that I know that my sister has appointed a lawyer somewhere in New York as well. My sister lives there.
Okay, great.
Now, I'm not so happy though with the lawyer because I don't know the lawyer and my sister doesn't know the lawyer either. Now if I do want to change and if I do want to switch to you, Mr. Bernstein, will it be possible? Secondly, how?
All right. Well, this is how it works. In America, you are the captain of the boat, meaning that you have the right to choose who your lawyer is going to be. You have the right to choose a lawyer. You have a right to be happy with that lawyer and continue with that lawyer. You have a right to choose a lawyer, be happy with the lawyer, be unhappy in the future, and switch lawyers. It is very simple to switch lawyers. You or your sister called me up. You sign a retainer agreement with us. This is what we're going to do for you. This is what you're going to pay us. Obviously, we're not free attorneys, unfortunately. And then I write a letter to your current lawyer and say, "Dear current lawyer, Andre from Jakarta, Indonesia has hired me. You're fired. Send me the file. Don't call him again." Period. That's how it works. All right?
I like that. Thank you. Now, okay. So, well, let me speak with my sisters, and probably, I'm going to have to call your office probably, to discuss this.
Absolutely.
And then probably I'm going to have to have my sisters over to your office to do some paperwork.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Now, is there a time frame, Mr. Bernstein, that I have to do that? I mean, because the time is still 3 years away. I mean, I have to just go ahead and do the business with the paperwork and stuff like that? I mean, what's your opinion on that?
I'll give you my opinion. Whether you hire me now or you hire me in a year from now, you're going to get the green card on the same day. The only reason why you want to hire me sooner rather than later is your own anxiety. Because obviously you're very anxious. You want to be able to get your green card. You want to make sure that you're in good shape.
You also want to make sure it gets done right.
That everything is done properly.
Yeah.
So the quicker you hire me, the quicker I can review everything, make sure that you are on track, and reassure you that you will get your green card in X amount of time. Until then, you're anxious. You're wondering, I wonder what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. But the reality is whether you hire me now or hire me in a year from now, it's not going to make, based on what you're telling me, much of a difference in terms of the day you will get your green card.
All right. Once again, folks. Go on.
Yep. Now, with the with the whole things going on, with the with the changing, with Trump is trying to change the immigration law and everything, I mean, now that this one is approved already, is it going to be effective as well, Mr. Bernstein?
I don't know what the laws are going to end up being. Right now, as of this morning, there's going to be no changes in immigration laws because Trump, as you may have known, has said many racial remarks that have turned off many people, and he needs the Democrats to change immigration law. There's not enough Republicans in the Senate to change immigration laws. So without the help of the Democrats, it has to be a bipartisan deal. Without a bipartisan deal, the immigration laws are not going to change based on the markup or the makeup of the U.S. Senate at this point in time. So he needs the Democrats to come on board, at least certainly a few of them. And without that, they're going to have a big trouble passing any immigration laws. Right now, you thought maybe they were close 2 days ago, and now with all these remarks that Trump made, who knows what's going to be. I really don't know the answer.
Right.
Okay, nobody does.
I tell you what, I think you should hold the line and then get your the information.
Mm-hmm. Hold on one second.
Hold on one second.
All right. So let's go to Kim in Orlando, Florida. Kim.
After I remind you, this is the Brad and Squeeze Show. 1-800-529-5465 is the number to call to get your immigration questions answered. Don't forget to place your questions also on social media, Brad and Squeeze page, where the other Kim will read those off later. Kim in Florida.
And don't forget to share.
And yeah, by the way, another way you can actually help with the sharing is to join groups. I implore you to join as many groups that you think would be relevant, not just people who are interested in law or immigration groups, but other groups of different ethnicities and makeup and people that you think would need our help. Join those groups and, of course, submit the link or share the link. Go ahead, Brad.
All right, so let's go to Kim in Orlando, Florida. Kim.
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, Kim.
How you guys?
How you doing?
How you doing? I have a question. It's an immigration question. I had my green card since I was 13 years old. When I was about 32, I got into some trouble. When I got into trouble, I was sentenced, possession of marijuana. I was sentenced to 3 years, and I did my time. Since coming out, while I was incarcerated, my green card expired, and I was scared to reapply for it. Is there any chance
What
of
were
me
you
reapplying?
What were you incarcerated for?
Possession of marijuana.
Yes, I would not apply for anything till you come talk to us, because it's very possible it's a deportable offense if you were incarcerated. And I would assume it was more than 30 grams, because they generally would not incarcerate you for a joint.
Yes.
All right, so that makes you a deportable alien. Do not do anything. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200 if you know what Monopoly is, and go straight to my office. Hold on one second.
And by the way, Kim.
She's on hold.
No. I wanted to ask her if she shared because she's calling from Florida.
All right. Well, she has bigger issues than sharing right now.
I know.
All right.
1-800-LAWLINK. Let's get to another call on the Brad and Squish Show.
Uzman.
Yes, hello.
How are you?
How you doing, man?
I'm good. How about you?
Wonderful. What's your question for Brad?
Okay, my first question is, first of all, I'm really thankful you guys for the wonderful job. Thank you so much for helping people and for giving you inform me about immigration actuality in the United States.
Thank you for calling. Where are you originally from?
Yeah, I'm from Guinea, and I live in the Bronx.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead. What's your question?
Yeah, Guinea, that's in West Africa.
Right.
Right.
And let me ask you a question. I assume it's a beautiful country, right?
Yeah.
Right. It's not like what Donald Trump.
It's not a shishol.
What?
It's not a shisha.
No, it's not.
Okay.
And neither is Uzman.
Yeah.
Okay,
right.
Uzman. What's your question?
About why it was over there too. We really have the same president because nothing's going good over there too.
I'm sorry?
I say even in my country, nothing is good over there because our president is not doing good things over there.
The president doesn't do good things. But the people are good, and the terrain is beautiful.
Right.
And by the way, I was just in Northern Africa, and it's beautiful. I have beautiful pictures, far from looking like a toilet.
Not because our country is struggling economically, all right?
Right.
Means that the company,
that you're a toilet.
Yeah.
That you're a toilet bowl.
Yeah.
Okay, Uzman, what's going on?
What's your question for Brad?
Okay, my first question, I just want to know if you are approved granted on asylum. I'm taking just example like you are granted in Chicago and they move to New York. So when you move to New York, can I get the I-94 in New York?
You mean not your I-94, your adjustment? The answer is yes.
Yes. Also, that makes sense because last time I went to 26 Federal Plaza, and when I went there,
you were granted asylum when?
That was November 25th in
what year?
Chicago.
What year?
In Chicago. This year.
Oh, just a month ago. Okay, so now you live in New York. All you have to do is submit an AR-11 form, let them know you've moved, and in November of 2018, you file an adjustment application in New York. You don't have to go to Federal Plaza and talk with them.
So where I have to show them their percent?
Just submit an AR-11. You can download it, or you can come to see me, and you just mail it in. Okay, you don't have to go to them for anything. It's an AR-11 form. It's just a change of address form. Let them know you're in New York, and in 10 months from now, you're going to file an adjustment to get your green card.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
All
okay.
right. Hold on if you need help.
And,
what?
Secondly,
Yeah.
okay, go on.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and they really want to make an appointment because they have some cousins. They just came and they need a lawyer, so I want to make an appointment. Sure.
Okay, hold on one second then. All right, so let's go to Simone in Queens.
Simone in Queens, thanks a lot for choosing the Brad and Squeeze Show. David Squeeze, Annakie here, and Brad Bernstein, the attorney, ready to answer your question.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, Simone.
Good afternoon, sorry. Okay, I have two questions. My boyfriend, he has his green card since like 1986. However, it was expired like 2 years ago,
Right.
and he didn't renew it because he wanted to become a citizen. So would it be a problem like now if he wants to do his paperwork, or should he reapply for the green card?
No, just do a citizenship. File it now.
Okay, and I have another question.
Yes.
He was arrested, never went to jail though. Arrested for like driving without a license.
Then he should come see me first before he does his citizenship. The last thing you want to do is file your citizenship, get denied.
Any arrest, I
Any
believe they
arrest,
should
you
see
go see a lawyer. Hold on one second.
Not a lawyer, Brad
The
Bernstein.
lawyer. Go see the lawyer.
Man, Brad Bernstein.
Go see the
I'm
the
quite sure
lawyer.
Simone understands that, you know?
Yes, hold on one second, Simone. All right, let's go to Patricia, also in Queens. Queens is in the house today.
Queen's definitely in the house,
Yes.
27 minutes after the hour. Coming up in 3 minutes, we've got the social media queen, a.k.a. RFK. That's a rapid fire Kim. Queens again. What's up, Patricia?
Yes, good afternoon. I have a question for you.
Yes.
Sure.
I did the I-130 form for my son. In 2015 of this year, I did the paperwork for him. He's back home in Jamaica. I got the congratulation email from immigrations. Everything has been processed, but I haven't heard anything since.
I'm sorry, say that again?
I filed for my son. He's back home in Jamaica, and I received a congratulations email from immigration that all the paperwork have been submitted and everything is okay. But I haven't heard from them back since to get a visa for him.
When did you file for him?
The I-130 form.
When did you file for him?
2015.
2015?
2016, sorry, yes.
2016?
Last
And
year,
he's
yes.
over how old now?
He is 18 now. When I did it,
and you're a
he was
citizen?
17. No,
You're a resident.
Yes, I'm a
Okay,
resident.
so you're going to wait another year. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. You're going to have one more year waiting, but you're going to need help. Make sure he gets here. Hold on 1 second. I'm asking my team in there. I'm putting people on hold to make appointments. I don't think they're listening to us, this show, and it's making me a
Want me to
little.
text them for you?
What? Maybe I should make my own appointments.
Maybe
I put 7 people on hold. They all hung up already. Because we didn't get to them fast enough.
You want me to go out there and do it?
Go out there, please make the appointments.
I'll go out there and make the appointments.
Go out there and make the appointments for me,
Appointments,
and while I answer their questions, I think that's what we're gonna have to do.
All right.
Okay. Afterwards, after you make the appointments, okay, I'll do the USA Credit Repair segment, and I will answer the calls for USA Credit Repair.
That's great.
When
That's
all
fabulous.
is when all is said and done, when everybody leaves, we'll clean up the office. The two
why
of
not?
us. Okay. I have some cleaning supplies. We'll clean up the
We'll
office.
split the bathroom.
We'll split the bathrooms.
Yeah, you do the female bathrooms.
Right.
I'll do the
Okay.
gents,
In the morning, we'll make all our social media posts. Okay.
Absolutely.
Right? Why not?
Why
right?
not?
And then what we'll do is
I'll even answer the phones for you,
I'll
too.
turn on the TriCaster in the other room. I'll run it here. We'll just do it all ourselves.
No, I think the TriCaster team is okay.
They're okay. All right.
All right, let's get back to the calls. We're coming up on 60 seconds before we get to RFK.
Okay, Miriam in Durham, North Carolina.
Yes, please.
How are you?
How you doing?
I'm fine. Yeah.
What's going on?
I want to know how it's possible for me to file so that I can get my status.
How is it possible for you to adjust your status?
Yes, please. Because
You're asking me how to get a green card, or you have a specific question?
Why don't you tell us a little bit about your situation
Right.
first?
the TPS was rejected, so now I don't have any status.
All right, so she's calling, how do I get a green card? That
No.
requires a consultation.
Have you ever filed anything? Have you ever attempted to get a green card?
But let me explain something to her. There is no way in the world. Okay, we can if you want.
I'm trying to be sensitive.
I
to
know.
it.
I'm going to be sensitive to Miriam too, but I got to be sensitive to everybody.
Right.
Okay, we got 2 choices. I can stay with Miriam for the next 30 minutes.
Which you won't.
Okay.
Can't.
Can't. Okay, and discuss all of her issues with her and go through her entire history. And then let her know after about 30 minutes whether I can help her or not.
Or
we can put her on hold. She can have a private consultation with me, and we can try to help as many people as we can. Okay? So hold on one second.
Fortunately, unfortunately, I have to agree with Brad on that side. Let's go to Omar. Omar,
Yes,
Brad
you got
is
to
ready.
get him ready into the social media seat.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
yeah.
Omar.
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 Nuts.
Yeah.
Omar
Nuts.
from Raleigh, North Carolina.
Yes.
What's up?
Yeah, what's up?
What's up?
What's up?
You go, yeah, what's up?
What's up?
What's up? All right,
Not much, man.
what's up?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I understand, but what I'm saying is, like, I'm gonna try to, like, file my citizenship because I have a problem was I drive and I give a ride to somebody. When I give a ride to a woman, they just call me. They say they need a ride, so I give them a ride. When I give them a ride, I take them to the shop.
What did you get arrested for? Don't give me the blow by blow. What'd you get arrested for?
I mean, I was not arrested. They charged me for aiding and abetting misdemeanor, you know?
Aiding and abetting. So this woman went to a shop and she obviously stole something. She got back in the car. You drove her away. So they said you were aiding and abetting. What happened?
No,
I don't know. I'm taking a guess.
This is what happened. She went to the store. She said, "Let me give her a ride." It was snow on that day, so I tried to help her. They called me. I was at home because she called me, my youngest brother, and I called him.
Were you
sister.
arrested?
What was the charge?
No, I was not arrested.
So then why are you telling me this story if you weren't arrested?
Because I have an aiding and abetting and misdemeanor.
Guess what?
You got
aiding
arrested.
and abetting. You got arrested.
You got arrested.
Not only did you get yes.
I was not.
Okay.
Then you weren't arrested. Then what are you saying? So where are you coming with the word aiding and abetting?
Resoundingly, you said.
Hold on. Let me tell you. Okay. This is what happened when they come out. I mean, there was an undercover. So
All right, slow down.
Slow
down. We got to get to we got to cut to the chase. We have a lot of ground to cover. So let me just help you out here. You said that you were charged with aiding and abetting. All right, or you were convicted for that. Right? Hold on. Do you have a disposition?
No, man. I got my 10 years.
How do you know you were charged with aiding and abetting? Who told you that? Where did you get that? Is there a paper that says that? Were you?
No, they give me a ticket for aiding and abetting misdemeanor.
The what?
They gave him a ticket. That's called being arrested, although you were not put in handcuffs.
Okay, so you got a ticket.
You were charged with a crime.
Right.
Charged with a crime, being arrested is the same exact thing as far as immigration
Did you go to court?
I went to court after they dismissed it, but they take me for a first time.
Oh, stop for a second. Was it dismissed?
Yeah, it was dismissed, and I went to the first time offender program. The community service for 75 hours.
You can take it from here.
Okay. First time offender program, that means you were punished, which means you have a conviction.
It was not dismissed then.
It was not dismissed.
That's why I said you take it from
he
here.
was punished.
You know,
you have
not because you did not do time in jail. Doesn't mean.
What he doesn't understand is what is the definition of a crime.
Right.
Okay, and that's
we're
why
trying to
we're
help
having.
you.
That's why we're having a problem. He needs to have a consultation.
Hold on the line. You need help from us.
All right. You know who you just sounded like, by the way, when you were asking him questions because you were talking so fast?
Who?
You sounded like Jackie Childs from Seinfeld.
What? Did I tell you to drink?
Yeah.
I didn't tell you to put cream on it. Why'd you put a cream on it? Why'd you put a cream on it?
Were you arrested? So you were arrested.
Did I tell you to put a cream on it? Why'd you put a cream on it?
So you were arrested.
I watched Seinfeld last that, and where Seinfeld and Elaine was talking, and what's wrong with that?
He's a caricature of Johnny Cochran.
Who is?
I think Jackie Childs.
Jackie,
they were he was like supposed to be a character of a Johnny Cochran type guy.
Seinfeld is hilarious.
Yeah. Stephanie.
Hello, how are you today?
How are you?
Good.
Oh, too blessed to be stressed or depressed. And I first pray that everybody have a wonderful, healthy, prosperous, joyful, productive New Year.
Thank you. To you
You're
and
welcome.
everybody. It should be for everybody. Thank you.
Yeah, and everyone and their families. Okay, I was calling about two things.
Mm-hmm.
I think she already sort of said it about Sessions versus DeMaya. If you, because it has an immigration element in it, the Supreme Court heard it, but they haven't made a decision. They reheard it this year, and they had made a decision. What do you think about that, or do you know about that case?
I'm not familiar with the case off the top of my head. The Supreme Court, they come out with their decisions in bulk. I don't know the time frame in which it's going to come out, so I don't really have an opinion on that. I haven't read the briefs on that.
And the second thing is, I have a wrongful convictions petition that's named after my son that would not only help everyone, but especially people that are being targeted for immigration, to be removed from immigration, saying that, like the Maryland state law, that you must have corroborating evidence to prove what a witness is saying. In Maryland, it's to prove what an immunity witness is saying. But I'm trying to get that as a federal law and state laws, but it's at least federal because they don't have this law. And so many people are being put in prison from the word conspiracy or whatever other words they can use because they don't need evidence to prove it. It goes by what the jury thinks.
Okay.
So how do I get someone to help me to get this petition into a law?
You want to change the law?
Yes.
Okay. You want to change it in the state level or the federal level?
Yeah, federal. I want to start with federal.
You need to speak to your congressman or congresswoman. That's how you start.
Okay.
And then speak with them and see if they're on board or if they're not on board. And then you have to start getting other people to petition that congressman or congresswoman to say, we want this law changed. And if the congressman or congresswoman gets enough people from their district saying we want this change, that congressman or congresswoman is going to stand up for their people who they represent in their county.
Okay, and they can make it, and they can make it change.
They can make the process change. It requires many congressmen, but the first step is to bring it to the attention of a congressman, and from there, your congressman, and from there, after you bring it to the attention of your congressman, you get people to petition from other counties to bring it to the attention of their congressman. It's called lobbying. That's what lobbying is.
Okay, because I did bring it to the attention of a congresswoman who's now retired, but it was just me.
Yeah, well, retired congresswomen can't help you because they're retired. You need the ones that are in office.
And if anyone would like to look at it, it's called the Armistead Act, and it's on YouTube, and the written part is under the video. And it's called Wrongful Convictions, the Armistead Act. That's the title.
All right. Well, thank you very much, and best of luck on that, Stephanie. Happy New Year.
All right.
All right.
Once again, Brad and Squeeze Show, 1-800-529-5465. Let's get to another one quickly.
All right. Let's go to Stacy in Waterbury, Connecticut.
Hi.
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 So my daughter was born in the U.S., and I tried applying for her passport. I provided all the documents at the post office. Then yesterday, I got a mail saying that the information is not sufficient. I must send a copy of both of us passports, driver's license, etc. But what I want to know, is it a good idea to send a copy of my passport knowing that I have overstayed my visa?
Yeah, State Department's not doing anything to you.
Repeat?
The State Department's not going to do anything to you. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, let's go to Latoya in Hartford, Connecticut. Latoya.
Hi.
Hi, Latoya.
I have a friend that she actually came up on the visitors, not a visitor's visa, to marry to a fiance visa.
Fiance visa,
And she actually, the person did not get married to her. And her son tried filing for her after years of being here.
Yeah, can't.
And it didn't go through.
Correct.
So we're trying to find out, is there anything else that she could do?
Anything that if you come on a fiance visa and you don't get married to the person that you were supposed to marry, you are barred permanently from ever getting a green card in America. You have to go home to your home country to get a green card. Now, coming on a fiance visa, this was years ago, so she's overstayed by more than a year. She has a 10-year bar. So the only way to overcome a 10-year bar is through a provisional waiver, and you can only do that through your parent or through a spouse. So assuming she doesn't have any parents here, she would have to marry an American citizen, let that U.S. citizen file for her, do a provisional waiver, then go home. Be prepared when she goes home for questions about what was your intentions on that fiance visa? Were you really coming to marry this person? Why didn't you get married? They want to make sure there was no fraud in that first relationship, in that first visa, and prove that the second marriage is real, and then she comes back. There's a process, but she obviously needs the help of a lawyer and has to get married too.
Okay.
All right?
Alrighty. Thank you.
Hold on if you need help. And Squeeze, we got one more person. I don't know if you want to give the Spar and Bernstein number. We're going to go to USA Credit Repair after this person.
All right, let's do the one person. 1-800-LAWLINK is the number for the law offices of Spar and Bernstein. Let's get to
Candy.
Hey.
Hi,
Brad. How are you?
How are you?
I'm okay. I've been married from 2006.
So
my husband was in the army. He's no longer in the army. We get disconnected. We couldn't find each other. He was in California and I was in Brooklyn. No, he's not in the military anymore, but we still close now. Can I still get my green card?
Yes, as long as you're married and you live with him. You can have a marriage, and it could be a real marriage, and you can separate and say, you know what, we kind of grew apart, and then you can come back together again. There's no problem with that.
Right.
As long as it was always a real legitimate relationship. Now, they're going to ask for proof that you're living together now. So the fact that you found him and he's in another state and you're here, that's problematic. But if you're going to be living together, based on what you told me, I don't see a problem.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome.